Well, last night was another really cool house meeting. Just another update for you. We have three different groups of students studying three different topics. I'm involved in the predestination free will topic. Mo's involved in the prayer and God's sovereignty. Can our prayer affect what God does, or is it more us aligning ourselves with what God's already doing? Then the third group is, how does God interact with sinning Christians or Christians who are ignorant of their sin, or just sinners in general? Can God use them? Can God speak to them and use them for His purpose and things like that? And I'm really excited to see what these students come up with, but more than just figuring out the answers and what they really believe and why they really believe about what these topics. I'm really excited to be able to equip them with how to study out these types of questions and how to find answers in the Bible about these harder questions to answer. And that's what we're really trying to do through this whole series in our house meetings, is equip these students to figure out the answers to the tough questions by figuring out what the Bible really says about it. Outside of that, could really use your guys' prayers for Camp Perea. There's some bigger areas that really just could use some prayer covering. Transportation. We're going to have a lot of teenagers out here running around Montana hearing about Jesus Christ, and last year we barely fit them in personal cars, so it'd be great if we could, if you know somebody who could donate a bus or a couple of 15-passenger vans. Transportation is a huge need for Camp Perea this year. Another huge need for Camp Perea is we need a commercial rafting permit to raft the Alberton Gorge. And there's a company that's for sale right now for $200,000, which is a big chunk of change, but not to the Lord. And if God wants us to pursue this company, then He'll provide for it. So just be praying for the Lord's wisdom in that, and how God wants us to go about rafting the gorge or rafting a different river. We just want to make sure we're in His will, not just trying to do our own thing. And then probably the third biggest need is just trailers to pull rafts on. We can rent rafts for now, but ATV trailers, raft trailers, to be able to haul rafts around, huge need. Last year we barely made it again with the trailer we had. So please be praying for Camp Perea in those regards, and also just getting students signed up. We're excited to share the gospel with teenagers. So excited just from what God did last year through teenagers, and are excited to see what God is going to do this year through teenagers. So thank you all for your prayers. Thank you all for your support. We really cannot do this without you. Your giving through Perea Ministries really is changing continents, changing teenagers, changing cities. So we can't thank you enough. Just blessed to have you on our team.